I really need to wake up. People are watching this for the internet.
She looks like royalty, acts like an A-list star, but deep down, she is just as unhinged as the rest of us. Let's look at the times Anne Hathaway forgot who she was and got hilariously jealous of Sandra Bullock.
Up pops a clip of Sandra Bullock. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't want to follow anybody, you especially don't want to follow Sandra Bullock.
She's America's sweetheart.
Perfect.
She's perfect, I know.
She's perfect because she's cute and she's funny and she's quick. She's just everything. And she's like not there and she's like wearing no makeup and got this adorable hat on.
Oh,
and she wrote a poem and they've known each other for 22 years.
Maybe she is right. Maybe Sandra Bullock would have guessed it.
Award.
Oscar?
Thing.
Academy. Statue.
Bowling.
Pin. No. Allie? Does anyone else know? Am I just really slow? Huh?
Thank you.
Trophy.
Trophy.
Okay, so she wasn't that good at this game, but surely she's better at something else, right?
Are you competitive when you play games? Do you play games at home?
I don't mean to be.
I know, me neither. Are
I
you?
don't mean to be, but then you saw over there, I was like, no, it's just a nice, friendly game. And then the last, I'm like, but the points are on. Like, it's on. Like, something,
Let's go, I want to win this.
Something takes over. Have you seen that movie trivia game where it's cards and it just asks you questions?
Oh, yeah, I've seen, like, they have a bunch of quizzes, like sports and movies.
Junior executive assistant in Devil Wears Prada. I'm just like, Emily Blunt. And they were like, no. And it wasn't her, it was me, so.
She doesn't have to be perfect at everything. She has plenty of other talents, like singing.
I do Britney Spears. This is an oldie but a goodie. Okay.
Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know that something wasn't right here?
But what's her son thinks about this?
He does not like my singing voice in the slightest.
Like, how does he react to you singing?
Well, like sometimes like he's very calm and I'm like, okay, this is it, this is the moment. And so I'll maybe start to sing a song that I know he likes and he goes, Mama, Mama, no. No, Mama, no. And then like I'll give it a minute and I go and he goes, Mama, 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 no.
Giving a name to a child might be a stressful process, but I guess Anne didn't forget to have fun.
I've got to say, though, I did have fun with people while I was pregnant because people expect celebrities to be stupid and to name their children ridiculous things. So I found I could tell people my kid's name was going to be anything and watch their faces as they tried to process
That's
it.
good.
And I said this to one couple, my husband's friends from college, and she had the best, most British reaction ever. I said Juandre and Valise, and without missing a beat, she goes, such original names.
Anne was already near perfect, but having a baby just took her to a whole new level.
Being a mom has changed me in a couple ways. One of them is I actually, not based on this moment, but other moments, feel a lot more confident. So like when I walk into the gym, normally, you know, you walk into the gym and you see, and I work out in West Hollywood, so you see like Thor's trainer. Like, you know, it's like the people who have too many muscles to be in the Avengers, that's who works out at my gym. I see them and I would normally walk in and feel so intimidated. But I walk in and I'm like, yeah, I work out with 5-pound weights, but I pushed a baby out my body. I feel good right now. So.
This wasn't her first rodeo at a gym, but the way this interviewer asks her about it.
Sit-ups, tricep curls, and, you know.
But you're in phenomenal shape right now.
Bench kicks, I don't know.
How much weight have you lost to get into this shape right now?
You did not just ask me that
No, I'm
question.
just saying, you're like...
What a forward young man you are. And I'm on this machine. I see this guy who does actually look like Thor's trainer staring at me. And I'm like, oh God, am I doing something wrong? And in the past, I just would have slunk off my machine. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna ask him. I'm like, hey, is everything cool? Like, did you want to work in? And he goes, oh God, no, I'm just in my own world. Like, no. And I was like, okay, cool, because you were like staring at me really hard. And he was just like, no, no, don't worry about it. So I go back and I get off the machine. And then he comes up to me. He's like, so, you've been working out at this gym for a long time? And I was like, oh my God, he's hitting on me. Nice new mom. I'm feeling really good about myself. And I'm like, oh, I mean, yeah, I've been coming here for a little bit. He's like, cool, I'm a trainer here. And I was just wondering if you wanted some pointers. And I was like, oh no, he's not hitting on you. He just wants a job.
I guess hitting the gym helped her on this occasion.
So I pulled the skirt around me and I put Johnny there and we're going down the slide and now the moms are watching and I'm like, okay, here we go. So we go down, but what I hadn't thought about was physics. So, like, you have a 35-pound child going down at one speed. You have me and my son. It's like not 35 pounds. So we just go around the corner, and instead of slowing down like the other kids, we speed up.
Yeah, you're going like...
So I'm holding Johnny like this. And as it speeds up, my thoughts slow down, and I just look ahead, and I get very serious and very focused, and I think, I must stick this landing. So I shoot off the slide with Johnny, and I go,
Yes!
To become a great actress, she had to start somewhere.
This looks like a girl who would never get in any trouble.
for the most part, but I did do something really bad once.
Once.
Not this girl.
Oh my God, that
Not
girl.
this girl.
I lied, which was a very big deal because my dad was great. He said, listen, you do you, but I have 3 requests. Please don't get into motorcycles. Please don't get a tattoo until you're 23. And please never be a liar. That way you won't ever have to remember anything. I said, okay, I can do all those things. So after the junior prom, I told my parents I was gonna go to this club with my then boyfriend. We decided to not go to the club and go to his parents' apartment where they weren't instead. And we hung out and it was really fun. About 6 weeks later, my dad comes home with a copy of the newspaper. And he's like, hey, Annie, what was the name of that club that you went to after the prom? And I said the name of the club, and he puts down the paper where it says that that club has been closed for the past 4 months because drugs were being sold there. And I just kind of looked up, and my dad looked at me, and I just started tea-kettling. I was like, I'm so sorry, I've been lying to you this whole time.
Her chemistry with her co-stars is unmatched. Maybe this one is a little weird.
I mean, Annie especially, she enjoys when I like insult her.
It's true.
Yeah.
You're really good at it.
And she's very easy to insult.
My favorite was when you called me an animatronic tease. I remember sitting down with Chris. To talk about the film. He said he'd written a new screenplay, and he told me the story, and I thought it sounded amazing. And I said, well, that lead role sounds unbelievable. Who are you going to cast in it? And he said, well, I've been thinking about Matthew McConaughey. You think that's a good idea? Have you seen Mud? And I said, no, I've seen Magic Mike.
I bet Robert De Niro went through a lot because of her.
I made the world believe that Robert De Niro is a fan of The Bachelor. As it turns out, it was my mistake. He was being sarcastic. One of our trailers or something was premiering in front of The Bachelor, and Nancy said, Bob, I know you're such a fan. And Bob said, you bet your ass I'm a fan of The Bachelor. And I was like, this is such good goss. And then I stupidly told a journalist about it, and now Bob has had to answer nonstop questions for this entire press tour about what a fan of The Bachelor is, what's his favorite season, what does he think of the rose ceremony.
Meeting Daniel Craig is one thing, but the way it happened might just be her most embarrassing moment yet. Or is it?
I'm at this party, and it's like a really big party. And I always thought it was a cocktail party, but it turns out if you get to a certain level, it's a dinner party too. And I was invited to the dinner portion for the first time ever. Like, as the party's transitioning into the cocktail portion, Daniel Craig walks in. And all of a sudden he looks up, like looks right at me. And I'm like, and then he goes, hey, you. You. And I'm like, and in my mind, this is how I retrofit the logic. I was like, oh my God, I have just instantly become so famous that Daniel Craig is messing with me and we don't even know each other. So of course, I'm like, you. And he goes, you. And I was like, you. And he's just like, you. And I go, oh, I can't hear you. You want me to turn it up? Now, it's important to mention that we're across the room from each other, so all this is being done across a crowded room. And then all of a sudden, Daniel goes, oh, not you. The thing about me and embarrassment is you have to remember is that it all happens on a scale. And so, like, if you think about embarrassment, scale of 1 to 10.
Okay.
1 is just like being a person walking down the street. And 10 is, for me, co-hosting the Oscars with James Franco. Which, by the way, which is only tied with being honored to accept an Oscar whilst wearing a dress that I knew made it look like my nipples were erect.